Well, welcome back to my channel. This video will be posted on my PNWRC Oval YouTube website or YouTube channel. But I'm trying to document all of this stuff. I've done a lot of work. We came up with this new chassis for quarter scale racing. It's a really cool chassis. I'm excited to get it on the track, get some testing going on. We haven't got a chance to fully put it together yet. It's just sitting right here on the stand, but we haven't been able to get it going yet. We got all the parts. There's only a few things that we're kind of missing right now, and we're trying to get some quotes from some machine shops on some of these parts, as some of the parts we cannot do in-house as far as having a mill or lathe. We will be looking into getting one of those toolings or machines to be able to do hubs, axle shafts, spindles, anything that aluminum that requires three-dimensional work. And so we're just here. I just finished up my buddy Tony Miller's truck for Quarter Scale Racing Northwest down in Pasco, QSR Northwest. And we plan on bringing the car down there tomorrow to do some testing. But I kind of want to show you guys kind of what I did. Not everything is done. I still have the spoiler to mount, but that's just a couple of bolts, and it's not that big of a deal. But let me turn you guys around. Basically what I did is I did a setup on the shocks over there, over there and over there, but I rebuilt the shocks. I set caster camber, painted. I didn't paint the body. Tony actually painted the body himself, but I added the foams to it, cut the body out for the roll bars. Now these WCM, it's crazy. It's a WCM body, but that's a WCM chassis, but it doesn't fit the chassis. I have no idea what the deal is there, but pretty wild if you ask me. But anyways, nonetheless, I was able to cut it out. It doesn't look too bad. I probably could have done a little bit better of a job. I probably could have made this a little tighter right here and right here, but it's okay. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Here's down the right side. Now, Tony, he wanted me to paint this car black on the inside of this. Well, there wasn't enough red, first of all, to actually be able to put a black backing on there and it not show through, kind of like there. So yeah, either way. But yeah, there's the front of it. He's got decals he's gonna put on it. But I added the gearing, the belt, the air filter, did some more shock stuff in the back there. I didn't mess with any roll center stuff, not until we get to the track and figure out really what this car is doing on our track. So nonetheless, that's kind of what we've got going on. This week has been a busy week here. I had to finish this truck. I had to get this car as far as I could, and then also another car, which is the MX-1 P2, which is going to the East Coast to get some R&D and some testing throughout the summer, or spring and summer this year. So that's kind of what we're doing. And then, of course, we are doing some slash stuff as well. Body's back there. It's actually my son's body, but this car is going to be raced by my buddy Robert Zorich's daughter. I don't remember the name, sorry, Robert, but it's his daughter that's going to be piloting the car tonight, actually, down in the Tri Cities and all of that. So I kind of wanted to give you guys kind of what's going on. It's been a super busy week for me. I've been doing the truck stuff, been doing my car, been doing the other one, been doing the Slash, and actually I have to, I believe, yep, I do. I forgot that when I had built my transmissions, I had one that was locked and then one that wasn't locked. And I ended up rebuilding them both under, one was locked, one was unlocked. And I accidentally put the locked one in that car. My bad. But I'm going to be changing that out today, getting that all ready. And then we're going to be heading down to the track at about probably 3:30 or 4, probably 3 o'clock, to try and get down there by 5. That way we can get some practice time in. I have some other projects here. I got this body here that's going to be going on the MX-1 P2. And then I have this truck body here. And it's actually for my truck that I'm going to be piloting in the Tri-Cities. And so there's that. It's not quite done yet. I got to get some black and do the trim on the windows. And then I got to finish actually painting the bottom there, because the bottom is literally a little bit light. I ran out of paint. And that's not really, I just kind of was focused on getting these 3 cars to this point. And then once I get done with this weekend, I'll haul butt and do what I can to get my chassis going. Probably not for the first race or practice race down in Tri-Cities for quarter scales, but probably for the race, I believe, is on April 28th, possibly, or the next race after the first race. That's when I plan on being out there. But nonetheless, we got a lot going on. My house is full of stuff. There's no room for anything. I did end up buying a storage unit / workshop type thing that I'm going to be putting up in back behind the house there, so that all of my stuff can be put in there, because where I live, I don't have a garage or even like a man cave type of thing. So I ended up buying one. I'm going to be putting that together, and possibly on Sunday, actually. So just kind of wanted to give you guys a whirl of what's going on. I got life jackets there. It's just all, my house is crazy busy and cluttered at the moment, mainly because we got so much stuff going on. We're moving things around the house and stuff like that. So we're just having fun. I can't wait to get to the track tonight to help Robert and his daughter race this car. I kind of hope that she has a really good time. The car was my son's Slash that he raced around 2 years ago. He was pretty competitive. He always bounced from the top of the B main to right about he was not a contender, but he would always go from B to A and then end up running 6th, 7th. I think one time he might have finished 5th against some really good RC drivers. And so he raced that car, was super fast with the setup that I currently have on it, same as what he had. So I really hope they enjoy it. The car is going to be really good for them. I did sell it to my buddy Robert, I don't know, this past winter, but we just haven't been able to catch up and get it going. Plus, it's probably been a good thing that I've had it. That way I can get it going for him and make sure that it's up to par for his kid to drive. So, like I said, I just wanted to kind of jump on here and give you guys kind of an update of what's going on around K&S Hobbies, I would say. Obviously, my house isn't where we do this stuff. It's over in the shop over there at my brother's property. And so we're just super excited to be able to do these kind of things. and super excited to be able to help people get into the sport. Just super excited that the quarter scale scene is coming back to the Pacific Northwest. And it's something I've been waiting for probably around 14 years now. So I got into it about 14 years ago, and I raced 1 year, and the very next year I got a car with a club dropped off the face of the earth completely. Just there was nothing there, and hasn't been for many, many, many years until this specific, or it was actually late in 2025 is when I heard about it, and then the thing just grew and grew and grew to the point where they said, "Oh, we need to have a series now." So I'm very fortunate for that. I really love the fact that there's Brian Lambert, Jay Will, all those guys down there, Greg Wolf, all those guys down there. I'm very super fortunate for those guys to tackle this huge project. I mean, it's definitely not an easy project to bring back something that had fell through the cracks of the earth years and years ago. I really appreciate those guys. Thank you very much. I know I'm probably speaking for many of us, honestly, with bringing this back and just allowing us to fulfill a dream almost. Because when I got into it, I was starting to get really good at it, and then it just fell off the face of the earth. So I never actually got a chance to show the skills that I possibly have out there on the RC track. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot more RC racing skill than me. But I feel like if I'm in a decent car, I do have decent driving skills. I feel like I can do a decent job at it. So I'm not biased by no means. I know that there's a couple of guys down there like Chance Overhaul, Brian Lambert, Garrett Sisk even, Chris Carpenter. All these guys are super fast guys, and it will be difficult to not only qualify into the A-Main with these guys, but when you do, to be able to race with these guys as well. So it's going to be super fun. I really look forward to doing it. I really look forward to chasing these guys, getting the setup right. I really look forward to chasing them down, and in one day hopes that I'm actually competing door to door with these guys for the win, for position, whatever is the case. So I just am very super fortunate, and I'm looking forward to this very, very, very much so. To be honest with you, if I ended up DNF in every race this year, it would still mean the world to me to be able to do this, because it's something I've always loved. It's one of my biggest passions is quarter scale RC racing. And so I just quarter scale oval racing, slash racing. It was super fun. I'm really passionate about that. And then I just recently bought a Custom Works 5 from my buddy Corey Ross over on the west side, the guy that makes our stands. I bought a car from him, and actually I'm going to be setting that thing up, buying body, getting motor, EST, all that stuff to be able to compete in the Creekside Winter Series over in Stanwood, Washington, next winter. So that's my plan for the RC world of racing. Maybe one day I probably will end up doing it. Off-road, I tried it a few times with my son. We didn't have very much fun. We didn't have much luck. Car kept falling apart. Just once you fix one thing, the next thing would break, and this and that. And I got sick and tired of doing that. So unfortunately, the off-road stuff for us won't be something we do as of right now. Now, things can change. My son, he's been really into the whole off-road scene, and he's actually possibly wanting to do it. And so I'm going to be talking closely with him and seeing what he really wants to do as far as his racing plans go. I would love for my son to get more into this RC racing. I know he can be really super good at it. He's got really good hand-eye coordination. He plays video games. I mean, the video games that he plays are some video games that I've even played that shit I I can't even seem to get one kill in, you know. So this kid wins games, wins the whole game, beats all these online guys, blah blah blah. He's just super good with hand-eye coordination. So I really look forward to having him jump up through the ranks this year specifically. He's probably just going to be my mechanic on my car, learning what the quarter scale car is about, learning the ins and outs of it. When I was his age, I think he's 13, I was actually recruited onto a late model race team. And that is where I grew a lot of my knowledge, a lot of my work ethic, even and throughout life. Like, racing has taught me a lot of lessons, and that's one of them. And so, and that's kind of where I learned my ropes around a race car in general. Is then I did that for, I don't know, I think it was 3 or 4 seasons we did that, and then we went into hobby stock racing, pro late model racing, mini stock racing over the years. Even we have done all sorts of types of racing. The only types of racing that I have not done that I would love to do, honestly, is some rally style racing. I do love IndyCar, Formula One, those things too, but to get into that would be kind of mere difficult for me. And so, but like I said, the one type of racing that I've never done that I would actually love to try is some sort of rally type racing where I get to drive an all-wheel drive car and just mash and rally through things. So, nonetheless, like I said, we've come from many backgrounds of racing. We know our ways around race cars. And so I want to get my son the same knowledge, and I need him to know everything about these cars as a crew member. Like I said before, he's a decent driver, but I think to become a better driver, you need to know everything about your car. You need to know what things do. You need to know what the shock does in the right rear corner when you adjust it down or up, things like that. Or when you add thicker, thinner oil, you know, the times that you need to, what type of rubber we need to run on these quarter scales for the day. There's a lot of stuff to know. And I kind of want him to know all that stuff. He's super smart and has a really good memory, and with a little bit of dialogue, we'll make it happen. And so I'm super excited about that, super excited about the opportunity, and I can't wait to be able to bring this to you guys. I'll be making videos, I don't know, probably one a race, to be honest with you. And we will be documenting it and then posting it on this channel, mainly for the sake of YouTubers that watch RC racers, things like that. I know there's a lot of them out there. There's a couple of RC channels out in the world, out in the YouTube world, that are decent size and are very much rapidly growing. And so I'm hoping to start my journey doing the same thing. Mind you, I do have a daily job, so I'm not going to be no professional RC racer. But maybe one day my son can be. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for in his near future, is to be able to become maybe not a pro driver, but a driver that is respected across the nation and can compete at any racetrack he goes to as long as the car's set up. And so, like I said, I kind of wanted to jump on here and give you guys an update. We will be, I don't think we're going to be recording much tonight, maybe so, but possibly tomorrow we'll be recording and showing you guys what we do. So thank you guys for watching, and if you know anybody that wants to watch things like this, please share this video and obviously, if you do like this kind of content, like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you do those things, you'll be notified of any of our uploads, whether they're shorts, videos, pictures, posts, whatever. You'll be notified of all of that stuff. So like I said, nonetheless, I'm going to get back to work here. I'm going to get this finished, getting the slash car all completely ready, and then we'll be heading down to the track a little bit later. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.